What it do, fam? It's your boy King D-Light. I'm back with another video. Hey, don't forget to press that subscribe button if you're new to this channel, and if you're not new, you know what this channel is about to do. I'm coming with a story that was on TMZ not too long ago about John Amos' passing, and his daughter, did an interview, Shannon, on TMZ. I'm gonna show you that interview, and then we'll come back and discuss it.
So Shannon, everybody is wondering what happened here to make KC withhold the news of his death for more than a month and a half, for almost a month and a half.
There are some things that aren't making sense. For example, Belinda Foster, who had claimed to be my father's publicist, was never contracted. We've never seen any paperwork to show that she was his actual publicist with my father's signature on it. She was living with my dad and brother and another person by the name of Eugene Brummett, and we believe that they're just grifters or super fans that came into my life, came into my father's life at my brother's request. And we believe that the three of them conspired together to take advantage of my father, who was diagnosed in 2016 with Alzheimer's, Lewy bodies, dementia. I have it in writing from the hospital. My father, though, bounced back, was doing really well up until about 2022. We started to see that he could no longer really care for himself. And that was the point when my brother moved in and started making allegations that a caregiver was stealing money from him.
Shannon, you were shut out. You were not able to see your dad toward the end of his life. What do you say the motive behind shutting you out and then, cremating the body almost a month ago? What do you say is behind all of this?
I think it's several things. It's my brother's need to control. He struggles with drug addiction and mental health issues. We went through this with my mother, but it didn't play out publicly because she's not a celebrity. I think that my brother had him cremated quickly so that law enforcement couldn't do and the family couldn't ask for an autopsy. We knew that my father had congestive heart failure. He's had congestive heart failure. We know that he wasn't in any kind of hospice care or home care. My dad had the best insurance through SAG-AFTRA. He should have been at Cedars-Sinai. We know that they dropped him off at, I believe it was Inglewood Hospital. Makes no sense, but it also means that they had no medical records there. We know that Belinda Foster was posing as either me or his daughter. We found that out from the hospital. My daughter will share more on that. But he likely died alone without any family, and that my brother wasn't even present, that he had Belinda drop him off at the hospital.
Are police investigating this at all, Shannon?
We are going to seek an investigation. There is a pattern because in Colorado, a doctor reached out to me. My father's primary care reached out to me, extremely concerned that when my brother moved in, he had began withholding my father's medication. He wasn't giving him any medication. My dad also had cancer, and he was supposed to come in for cancer treatments. That never happened. And that doctor told me that without the medication, my father would die.
As a lawyer, the thing that immediately makes my spidey senses go up is a will and money. Did John have a lot of money? Is a will here an issue in terms of what the will had said, whether the will has changed? Is this a factor, do you think, in how this all played out?
And my uncle was actually the head of his estate, and he had to do 5 wills because my brother would come in And, we don't know if he got my dad high. We don't know if he had him sundowning, but he would get him to sign paperwork and he would undo everything. And so my uncle was constantly having to come back in, redo the wills. And I personally have copies of several wills. I also have a statement from my brother, which I made him sign after he did this with my mother, to state that he knowingly manipulated my father, had him change wills, and that he could not ever have my father sign a document again without family members being present. And he still was able to accomplish that.
Kara, this must be heartbreaking that this all happened to a man like John Amos, who is just beloved by so many people, that his death was secret, it was withheld, and you're going through all of this. This must be just heartbreaking for you guys.
I think the number one feeling I feel is outrage. I'm dealing with it every day, every moment since I found out, and I found out at work. I'm an educator, so luckily I had my students, so I couldn't even react in the moment. But finding that out, I can't even wrap my head around it. I don't know how a human being can do that. And I really just feel like the entire family was robbed of any last moments, any last anything. And then to further go forward and cremate him against his wishes, number one, there's a special place. That's all I can say. My grandfather deserved better. My mom only ever tried to get him to just a comfortable place. Mexico, Jamaica, wherever he wanted, so he can be taken care of. This was not what he would have wanted, and I know that with every fiber of my being.
Well, fam, there you have it. Okay. Now, with this being said, and gave you the interview that was straight from the daughter's mouth, of what she, have said, and the granddaughter's mouth, and the article I shared with you. A lot of things I think KC was filed for. Now, the question I have is, why did he wait almost 2 months before he notified, and he never even notified the family? They found out on social media just like we did, around the same time, which I think that was disturbing in myself, and I would be upset too if I was the family, especially, his daughter. She should have known. She should have been contacted instantly, you know what I'm saying? Right after it happened. But then, get this, he had the body cremated. Now, there's something suspicious right there. The reason why he didn't have that, he had the body cremated, probably because of the fact that, something could have took place. I don't know. And they didn't want an autopsy done because they covered one. But that's okay, because Shannon said that they were going to do further investigation anyway. So we got to pray for this family dysfunction, because it was so much that was done that was dirty, that was out cold and unruly, that it shouldn't have taken place. I mean, as far as even him switching the wheel and then having these other two people in the house, Eugene and Belinda, and then from the interview, you heard from the mouth saying that Belinda had forged signatures of Shannon, or either Shannon's daughter, to get documents changed or done. Which, that right there is a criminal case within itself. So, like I said, who knows? Like I said, there's more. What's done in the dark will come to the light. And when we gonna surface, every dog gonna have his day. I mean, she tried to report about elder abuse. And like I said, I don't doubt it so much, because it was a lot of things she said that we didn't know, the public didn't know, whatever. As far as him being diagnosed with Alzheimer's, in 2016, and he was doing very well up until, the fact that, up until 2022, and that we're to the point where he can't, couldn't be by himself. And she was stating that she was trying to get him somewhere where he was comfortable at. But like I said, a lot of things, we don't know the full aspect, the full story or whatever, but I can provide you what the media provide, and it came right out of Shannon's mouth, and the granddaughter, Shannon's daughter. So all we could do is pray for the family, pray that, justice will be prevailed, that whatever's in the dark will come to the light, and that, that whatever, yeah, like I said, I don't know what else really to say about it. That's, basically, I'm going to just leave it at that. Because like I said, when more comes out, I'll be covering more of it, okay? I'll, be, following up because, this is not just only, a legendary actor, but this was somebody's father, that they found out over the media. Someone else's family member, somebody's uncle, somebody's grandfather. He was more than just an actor, And that's, my point right there. This shouldn't have happened. The moment he passed, the brother should have reached out to the family and let them know. But if it was nothing, to hide, why would you, keep it from the family if it was nothing to hide from them? You see what I'm saying? Like I just said, it's something more to the story. But as we go further into it, I will be following up more on it. Like I said, I can go and give you and show you what the media said and what the article said. So, and like I said, I pray that justice will be prevailed. I pray that whatever's in the dark comes to the light, and that's all I can say. Okay. That being said, this is your boy King D. Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours, so let's make it a great day. And let's pray for the Amos family. Pray for that family that, they get justice, that they get closure in everything, what they're seeking on. And I'm praying for KC, not to be, controlling, everything, and allowing other people outside of his family to try to care for his dad. But like I said, it's late now, so justice will be prevailed. It'll come out, and like I said, I'll follow up on it whenever I get more information. God bless you. Peace.